guys, if this is your first time to my channel, hello and welcome. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Emily and today I am doing a tutorial on this blue eyeshadow look. We are going to be stepping out of our comfort zones today. Hello. Today I have a pretty interesting video for you guys, and it's kind of a challenge and I'm a little bit nervous for it if I do say so myself, but Georgia Harris challenged me to do a cool toned blue eyeshadow look, and I've been kind of planning to do this for a while because I have never really done a blue eyeshadow look. Now I have tested blue eyeshadows before just to see how they blend and whatnot when I've gotten palettes in the mail and I want to do a review on them, but I've never really worn blue eyeshadow out or tried to do a look that is just blue eyeshadow. And I've been really nervous to do so because I just don't really know how to work with blues. But yesterday on my creamsicle eyeshadow tutorial video, Georgia commented that she challenges me to do a cool toned blue eyeshadow look. So challenge accepted. I'm about to go full Aquaman over here, and let's go ahead and jump on into this because I am nervous, but I'm also really excited. So I'm going to be getting started today with my NYX eyeshadow base here. This is the cream base in white, and I'm just going to load up my brush and pop it on the eyeballs. And as you can see, I do have my bronzer, my concealer, and my contour done, but everything else is to be done on camera with you guys. So let's go ahead and just pop on this eye base. So my eye base is on and blended out, and I'm gonna jump right on into this transition shade for this blue eyeshadow tutorial. This is the shade Creep It Real from the Creepy Cute palette by Strobe Cosmetics. And I'm gonna go ahead and hop right on in with this Y19 brush from Morphe. And I'm just hopping in ever so slightly because I don't really know what I'm doing here, if I'm being completely honest. And I'm just gonna start ever so slightly tapping this on the outer V and bringing it up into the crease. And I'm just applying a really sheer layer of this blue eyeshadow. I sound like a 13-year-old boy going through puberty. I'm just applying a really thin layer of this blue eyeshadow here. I want it to be really sheer because I want this to be the transition, and I want another blue eyeshadow to really be the star of this show. So I don't want the transition shade to be so noticeable because I just want it to be there to really help everything blend later on. I feel like right now with this sheer layer of the sky blue eyeshadow and my choker and whatnot, this feels very early 2000s. All I need are some butterfly clips in my hair and a matching shirt and pant combo that's made out of denim. You know, double denim, remember that? Now I'm going to be hopping right into my Give Me Glow Summer Vibes palette that I used in my creamsicle tutorial yesterday. I really want to hop into the blue shades because these are so pretty and summery and they remind me of the pool. Even though I hate the pool because I can't swim, I still like the idea of the pool. Don't get it twisted. I want to hop into this beautiful kind of tealish blue matte, which is called Brazilian Bikini. A little risque, but I'm going to be hopping in with my Luxie 231 brush, which is like a smaller, more pointed, tapered blending brush. I'm just going to load the brush up here, and the shade is a little powdery, but nothing too bad. And I'm just going to start by tapping this on the outer V and doing small little circles with the brush. And I'm going to focus this more so on the inner crease of the eye and not bring it up into the transition kind of brow bone territory. And just going back in with my Morphe Y19 brush, I'm just kind of blending the edges here. Gotta get those edges snatched. That was cringe. Why did I just say that? So this is what I am working with so far. I surprisingly like it more than I thought I would initially. So far I don't think it's awful. I mean, I'm not used to it, that's for sure. I'm not really used to cool tones or blues or teals or anything of that nature, but the fun of today is that I am trying new things. So now I'm gonna hop in with my Makeup Addiction's Precision Blender brush. I got it this time. Literally took me like 3 takes to say that, but I'm going in with this little itty bitty tiny pointed blender brush, and I'm gonna hop back into Brazilian Bikini, and I'm just trying to deepen up right in the crease in the fold of my eye because I find that when I do a cut crease or a half cut crease, doing this step really makes it stand out once I actually cut the crease with the concealer, and it makes the color contrast a lot better up against whatever shade I decide to place down on top of my cut crease. So jumping in with the same precision blender brush, I'm gonna hop into this deep, beautiful matte teal shade. This is from the Dream Street palette from Colourpop, which is a part of the Kathleen Lights collection. So I'm just barely dipping my brush in there because I don't want too much pigment. I just want this color to really deepen everything up and give a little bit more depth to the outer corners, but I don't want it to take away from the bright teal that we have going on because I think it's really pretty actually, and I want that to be the star of attention. And by the way, the teal shade is called Waterboy from the palette. So using light pressure, I'm just gonna start tapping the color on the outer V. I want most of this deep color to just be on the outer V because I think it's really pretty being kind of light and airy looking in the upper crease, but I do want a little bit more depth and I want a little bit more drama to this look, so I want to bring that dark shade in just to make everything a little bit more dramatic. And after I have focused most of the color on the outer V, I'm just going to ever so slightly bring some of that color into about the outer third of the crease. So jumping back in with my Looksy 231 brush, I'm just going to take whatever was left over from using the Brazilian Bikini color earlier from the Give Me Glow palette, and just kind of feather everything out and make sure everything is nice and seamless and blended. So jumping in with my Colourpop No Filter Concealer in the shade Light 18, I am just going to load up this little flat shader brush here, and I'm going to cut the crease. I'm not sure if I want to do a full cut crease or a half cut crease. I kind of want to do a full one, but I also kind of want to do a half cut crease because I'm more comfortable with a hat cut crease. Yes. I'm more comfortable with a half cut crease, so I think I'm gonna do that. Plus, I kind of like what's happening on this outer V here, and I want to leave that because I think it's pretty. So I'm just gonna do a half cut crease today. So I'm just going to lean my head back as per usual and start mapping out the cut crease. So I'm keeping my head tilted back because I do not want any of this crease work to get ruined by the concealer while it's drying, but I'm going to hop into this beautiful golden light sky blue shade, which is called Summer Fling, and I'm going to jump in with my Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadow brush. This was one of the shades that sold me on this palette, even though I knew that I didn't use blues. I saw this and was immediately drawn to it, so I'm super excited to pop this on my eyes today. So I'm just gonna try this shade dry because I'm curious to see how it actually looks without being foiled or anything like that. So, oh my god. I don't know if it's gonna show up on camera as much, but in my mirror and from what I can see, this looks so incredibly foiled and beautiful, if I do say so myself. So this is what one layer of Summer Fling looks like on my eyes. Now I don't think that this needs to be layered up or foiled or anything like that, but I'm gonna do it anyway just for the hell of it because I'm curious and I want to see how everything layers and I want to see what it looks like when it's foiled. Because right now this looks so metallic and I'm so curious to know what it's gonna look like when it's even more foiled. So I just spray down the brush with my Urban Decay B6 primer spray, and let's go ahead and tap on layer number 2 right over top. Holy guacamole, that amped it up to the next level. That is so freaking stunning. I am like mesmerized right now. I probably look so dumb doing that, but I think this is just the prettiest shade. I'm so excited that I tried this, and this is going to be making a comeback in some other videos. Because this is already a pretty bold look, I want to amp it up just a little bit more, just for fun. And I'm going to take this Stila Glitter and Glow Magnificent Metals in the shade Kitten Karma. And I'm just going to hop in with the wand and the product and see if I can just define my cut crease a little bit here on the inner corner. If I need to, I will jump in with a liner brush to make everything a little bit more smooth, but if I don't have to dirty another brush, then I don't want to. I'm lazy and I don't like cleaning my brushes. So tilting my head back, I'm just gonna turn it on its front here. So applying it with just the paddle doe foot applicator is making me a little nervous, not gonna lie. So I'm gonna go ahead and just hop in with this little Tart liner brush here and just smooth everything out and make the line nice and crisp. This seems to be dried out. I'm really only getting dry glitter. So let's see if I can bring it back to life here, because I'm not trying to just have dry glitter on my eyes right now. Okay, well, I just had to finesse that Kitten Karma product into my inner thirds for like 15 minutes. This stuff was dry as all hell, and it was really hard to finesse and work into my inner third, and typically when I do something like this, it's really easy for me. I don't really struggle with it. So I think that's a sign that this guy has given up on me and might need to go in the trash. Do you guys experience this stuff being really dry when you do a look like this or when you try to use it for liner? Because it was really kind of a brat to work with. And I don't know, I've never experienced that before. So mine might just be expired. I bought this when it first came out, so it might just be that time to throw this baby away. But I kind of had some issues with it, but please let me know down below if you experience the same thing. And nonetheless, this is what I have so far. So the upper lids are done, and I'm gonna go ahead and hop into the lower lash line. So taking my Morphe M578 brush, which is a round domed pencil brush, I'm just gonna hop back into Creep It Real by Strobe Cosmetics, which again is from the Creepy Cute palette. I'm just running this under the lower lash line here, basically repeating the same steps that I did on the upper lash line. I want everything to mesh together really well and look really neat and clean and be very matchy-matchy. So I cleaned off my brush on my color switch, and I am hopping right back into Brazilian Bikini, which is that beautiful teal matte shade from the Give Me Glow Cosmetics Summer Vibes palette. And I'm just running this under the lower lash line as well, but I'm not bringing it all the way to the inner corner because I feel like that would be too much darkness, and I'm the kind of person that likes a very bright, poppin', in-your-face inner corner. And taking my Morphe M560 brush, which is a very small pointed pencil brush, I'm just gonna ever so slightly tap my brush in like once or twice into Water Bear by Colourpop in Kathleen Lights, and focusing this right on the outer edge because I don't want anything to be too dark with this look, and this will just help to tie in the outer V on the upper lid to the lower lash line. I almost forgot a very important part. I forgot to mesh my metallic shade in with my outer V. So I'm just gonna hop back in with my Looksy brush, dip into Brazilian Bikini, and let's go ahead and just mesh these together. Well, this is what I have as far as the eyeshadow goes. It is definitely out of my comfort zone, but so far I'm actually really digging it. And I do kind of feel like Aquaman right now, which is pretty cool. Well, maybe not Aquaman. More so Barnacle Boy. Do you guys know Barnacle Boy? I kind of feel like him. But I'm going to go ahead and just pop on some black eyeliner and do my typical wing, throw on some lashes and some white inner rim liner to really brighten and open up my eyes. I'm going to hop back on camera here and we are going to do blush and highlight. So I will be back in just a moment here. So here is the finished eye look with some liner, some lashes, and some inner rim liner on. These lashes are Go Big or Go Home by the Bold Faced. I use my The Balm Schwing liner, and my inner rim liner is actually by the Estee Edit, which doesn't exist anymore, but I'm sure Estee Lauder has a cream eyeliner that's probably the same thing. But if you don't want to go out and spend a fortune on Estee Lauder products, you can go ahead and just hop on over to the drugstore and pick up a $3.99 Rimmel Scandaleyes liner in the shade Nude, which is literally the same thing as the Estee Edit liner. But I'm going to go ahead and do some blush, some highlight, and some lips on camera here. So I'm just taking my TooFaced Papa Don't Peach blush. I have not whipped this baby out in over a year. I literally have not used this in so freaking long, and I don't know if it's still good. I don't know what the situation with this blush is, but it's one of the more neutral toned blushes that I have in my collection. It's definitely still warm, but it's got more of like a burnt kind of terracotta peach vibe to it. And most of the blushes that I have are like bright orange, bright pink, bright baby pink, and is that really gonna go with this blue eye here? Probably not. So uncomfortable when a car drives by and I have all the windows open and my camera is very obviously facing me and everyone is gonna know that I am recording YouTube videos. But I'm just gonna be hopping in with this Sephora Angled Blush Brush, which is number 50. And I'm just gonna coat the brush here. And let's go ahead and just apply this to the cheeks. And I wanted to go for a kind of shimmery blush, which this one definitely has a little bit of shimmer in it, because I'm just trying to switch it up a little bit and step out of my comfort zone with this look today. Most of the time I stick to more matte blushes, more satin blushes, and this one definitely has a nice sheen to it and some shimmer as well throughout the blush. So I wanted to go for something that was a little bit more out there than I would typically go for. So blush is all done, and now I'm gonna hop into highlight. So I have my Ciate Dewy Sticks highlighter here, which is just a clear balm that I like to tap onto the tops of my cheekbones so that my highlight has something to stick to. If you are interested in a product like this and you don't wear foundation, because this product will lift up foundation, but for non-foundation wearers such as myself, you can pick up the e.l.f. Fresh Morning Dew Stick, which is also a highlighter stick. It's $3 and it's essentially the same exact thing as the Ciate London Dewy Stick in the clear version. So now for the fun part, I'm going to go ahead and highlight. And today I'm going to be highlighting with Sweet Tart by Clionadh Cosmetics. This is a duochrome highlighter, which is my favorite formula from the Clionadh line. This is a peach highlighter with a blue shift to it. So I feel like this is going to be perfect for the kind of goldeny teal blue undertones that we have going on the eyes. So jumping in with my Delium Tools 788 brush, I'm just gonna pick up a decent amount of product here and just gonna start sweeping the highlighter right onto the cheekbone. I kind of feel like this highlighter is a little bit too kind of indigo purpley blue toned. So I'll be back in just a moment. I'm gonna grab a different highlighter and we'll go ahead and layer.
Approximately 10 hours later.
So because the eyes are so bold, I thought that putting a bold highlighter on with it would look good, but it's just a different type of blue and I want everything to look really uniform and pretty. So I'm actually just gonna hop into my ABH and Amrezy highlighter here, which is just a light, warm toned champagne. And I feel like this will really kind of balance everything out a little bit more and bring more attention to the eyes instead of the cheeks. And to me, that looks a lot better. And it's bringing more attention to my eyes instead of the rest of my face. And then to intensify everything a little bit more, I'm jumping in with my M501 brush. Just gonna pick up some more of the ABH and Amrezy highlighter here. And just gonna start popping that right over top of the highlighter that I've already layered on. So I think that this looks just a little bit better, a little bit more clean and put together, but you can still see a little bit of the indigo kind of peeking through. So I think that layering those two highlighters up actually worked out pretty well in the end. I have no idea if my camera cut out in the middle of me doing my lips, but I seem to have all sorts of problems with technology. I'm just one of those people that is really, really bad with technology. So it's a good thing I film YouTube videos on the internet, right? For my lips, I just applied a layer of my Burberry Liquid Lip Velvet in the shade Fawn, and for my lip liner, I used Colourpop's Bestie. But that is going to finish up this blue eyeshadow tutorial. I actually like this way more than I thought I was going to. I thought I was going to put this on and just feel like a clown, but I actually think this is really pretty and I'm impressed with it. I like it. I think it's cool. I know it's not for everyone because this is very out there and I don't think this is the most flattering look on me out of all the looks I've ever done, but I still think that it's pretty cool and I'm excited to wear it out. I'm going to my mom's after this and she's in for a big surprise because I don't think she has ever seen me in blue eyeshadow like this before in her life. But I'm happy that Georgia challenged me to step out of my comfort zone because this was very fun and I'm happy that I was able to experiment with something new. But that is going to be finishing up this video for me today. I do hope that you consider subscribing if you have not already. I have all sorts of makeup goodness happening here on this channel, so if you have not already subscribed and you would like to be, I would love to see you hit that button down below. I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day wherever you are, and thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you next time. Bye!